To think, isn't it, that His Majesty the King has actually broken, well, some might say, one of the golden rules of his late mother, our wonderful monarch of 70 years, Queen Elizabeth II. I know a lot of people say to me, O'Neill, you talk about the Queen a lot. I thought she was fabulous. Really did, one of those enigmas that you never really knew. I've been lucky enough, as many people know in this job, to interview some of the stars that I know that you and I both love. And sometimes it breaks the enigma. You think, oh, really? They're kind of quite normal, And then you think, no, I don't want you to be normal. I want you to be a superstar. The Queen for me remains and will always remain a superstar, an enigma, a power, and a wonderful lady that did so much of a life of service, leading the world into some very happy and sadly dark times also. But it looks like, yes, the King has indeed broken that golden rule. As ever, let me explain. Hi, how are you? Well, have a wave. Nice to see you today. Thank you so much for joining me as ever, and lovely to have your company. Thank you also for your lovely comments about as ever. I know I say this, but some of the recent videos, love to see your interactions, and in particular on the shorts. I know you enjoyed the Joan Crawford cleaning, hygiene, Hollywood thing. I know, I just find these things fascinating. That's what I love about our channel, because you sort of send stuff back and I look at that and think, oh, right, you like that. And then obviously I remember and look at interviews and stories and things that I've been lucky enough to encounter. Lovely to share them with you. You know what I'm saying? It truly is. Now, this may shock you, yes, because His Majesty the King on his birthdays, he was out and about visiting various charities, including a very good one, which is all about distributing food wealth and, making sure that people are not going without. Let me tell you a bit of a secret about His Majesty the King. He does, from time to time, literally go around delivering food parcels himself. And when I say himself, basically, they go out in the car, making sure his assistants deliver food packages. No publicity, no fuss, making sure that the most vulnerable out there at least have something. People talk about Charles, but he's definitely a caring man, sees both sides of the world. And this is not PR spin. This is definitely what I've seen. And it's, it's quite moving really, because obviously when with celebrities, and I'm not saying the King's a celebrity, but when you've got rich people, they tend to just cut others off. I'm all right, Jack, I don't need you, that sort of thing. King's certainly not like that. What is interesting, though, is he's certainly not like his mother either, because now he's taken, let me tell you, yes, to carrying money, cash, actual cash. Yes, now, as we all know, Her Majesty the Queen never carried cash. Way too vulgar. Rich people don't carry cash, let me tell you. Of the olden days, at least, it was considered vulgar to have change rattling in your pocket. I'd now consider it a luxury, wouldn't you? But the thing is, that was the deal. Somebody else sorted that out. You had accounts, all that sort of stuff. His Majesty, though, because of this crisis that we're all in, and wanted to really ring in changes on how the monarchy runs, he's decided that he does need cash, because if he spots someone on the street driving back from a function or a charitable event, he does want to go out and give them some money in the hope that this can help direct them. And this is the reason why you saw recently where he bought the big issue from a seller and gave him £10 and then said, no, it's all right, keep the change. For once, you see, Charles had the money on him. And this, I am told, is now going to be a regular occurrence. Now, the only thing I would say, Your Majesty, is this. If you've got any spare cash, there's me and quite a few of our chums on here that could do with a bit of extra money. I'm jesting. But wouldn't it be nice? If you've got a spare tenner, Chuck, we're a bit desperate here. But isn't it nice to know that Charles has now moved into the modern age? Cash, though, is king, quite literally, for King Charles. Neil Shawn in the very heart of London.